Welcome! I hope that you're doing well. By the end of this video, you will know the best places to find free shipping supplies for your eBay business. If you enjoy this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. Also, if you like the idea of free, I have a free eBay mini course that I offer up on Udemy. I'll put the link in the description below. Without any further ado, let's dig into it. So some of the best sources for free shipping supplies are bookstores. Now, bookstores are an excellent source of shipping supplies because they typically have boxes left over from shipments that they receive, and they usually recycle those boxes. And if I were close to a bookstore, I would call them and just tell them who you are and that you resell merchandise online, and that you're looking to see if they have any leftover shipping materials at the end of each day or end of each week. And if you find a manager or an owner who is willing to work with you, they'll find ways to get that to you. It gives them one less thing to worry about with the leftover shipping supplies that they have. Another reason bookstores are a good source of shipping supplies, free shipping supplies, is that they typically deal with only books and new items. So their shipping boxes are typically free of any defects. So they're usually clean and good condition, even after being used once or twice. So bookstores are good. And along with bookstores, any retail location that would have leftover shipping supplies, it's a good idea to give them a call. And you would be surprised, how many places will be willing to work with you and provide you with free shipping supplies. Another source of free shipping supplies are the different postal services. So the USPS, Fedex, DHL, and UPS. You can head to each of their websites, and they have free shipping boxes, as well as several of them have free shipping labels. And if you dig around in each website, you're going to find a lot of free options. Again, with those boxes, though, you have to ship the item with that service. So if you get a FedEx box, you're going to have to ship it FedEx. So that's one thing to keep in mind with the free boxes. Make sure that when you use those boxes, that you do not cover them with something else. So you're not allowed to use a post office box and then put a regular bubble mailer over top of it. That's not allowed. But you can use boxes inside of boxes, like if they're both the same kind. So if you use a priority box inside of a priority box, that's okay. So those are some websites you can go to find free supplies. Furniture stores are a good place to find free supplies. I've seen many eBay sellers find things like bubble wrap and like packing, like popcorn. So those furniture stores can be an excellent source of free shipping supplies. And then Craigslist is going to be another good source of free shipping supplies. The reason Craigslist is so good for free shipping supplies is many people are moving, and when they're done moving, they put up their moving boxes online to give away, typically. And you can find those on Craigslist. Is a good place. And I would think Nextdoor would be another good website for that. I did not include this next one on my list, but one place that you can look for free, like packing paper. Instead of using packing paper, you can use newspaper. And so you can go to anywhere that distributes newspapers. One place that I have found for newspapers is actually churches. There are many churches that receive a certain kind of newspaper, and they might give it to the people that go to that church. And you can then just give them a call and see if they have any leftovers each week. And it's a really good source of packing materials. So again, churches or any place that would have publications that they have left over of, like newspapers. So, but let's head to Craigslist, and I wanted to point out how easy this is to find free shipping supplies. So I just went to the Cleveland Craigslist site, and I just looked up free bubble. Now, when you're looking up the different kinds of shipping supplies, you want to be specific. And this one I could have said free bubble wrap. Free bubble I found is a good way to find it. Free shipping supplies, that sometimes works. You can also just look up shipping supplies because sometimes they'll just list it for free. So the first thing came up here is a free bubble wrap. And when I clicked on it, it's free bubble wrap. It says 6 large garbage bags of clean, heavy-duty bubble wrap. Now this looks like the 1/2 inch or larger. bubble wrap. So, I mean, 6 large garbage bags. I would imagine if each one of those garbage bags sold for, let's say, $30 online, you're looking at, if it's in good shape, 6 bags, that'd be like $180 of bubble wrap for free. So this would be an excellent place to find it. And you see it was posted 10 days ago. So that means sometimes the free shipping supplies don't go very quickly. I also wanted to show you how easy it is to find in any city or any Craigslist area. So I looked in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I just looked up free bubble again. And then this one brought up a lot more. So we've got free moving boxes and materials, free moving boxes. We can open that one up. This one looked pretty good. The free boxes, packing materials. This one, you can see it's an entire, looks like an entire shed full of free boxes. Now again, with this kind of free box, you have to watch that, it's going to take you some time to remove old labels or to get the box in good condition. So that is one advantage of using like the USPS boxes or the Fedex boxes, is that with those, they're in new condition, so you don't have to worry about removing any labels or making the box presentable for a buyer. So some of these boxes in like this Craigslist ad would not be suitable to send to a customer, so you'd have to go do some digging. But again, there's a lot of boxes there, and it looks like you've got boxes, bubble wrap, everything that's in the picture. So again, this was posted 15 days ago. You can see, so these don't move necessarily very fast, so not a lot of people are taking advantage of this excellent free source of shipping supplies. And this was that other one, free moving boxes. These ones look in a little better condition. They're very big. So they say they have some small boxes too, but most of those are big. So if you're an eBayer who sells a lot of large items, this is a good place to find free boxes. Now, some of these boxes, if you look for a box that's like anything over 18 inches on one side or 24 inches, if you have like an 18 by 18 by 18, if you go into a retail location, you're going to spend at least $5 to $10 for that box. And so I'm looking at these boxes here, and I can see there's probably about $40 or $50 of boxes just in this picture. So again, excellent way to find free supplies, and I have used this in the past. And one place that we didn't talk about is sometimes you can find manufacturers of shipping supplies that aren't too far from you, and or you can find a manufacturer of any item. So if there's just a manufacturer of some item close to you, you can contact that manufacturer, and they will inevitably need shipping supplies to ship what they have. And again, they will most likely have leftover shipping supplies from what they couldn't use. So that's another excellent source for free shipping supplies. You can also head to Google, and I just looked up where to find free shipping supplies, and there's several articles you can skim through here. I found this one, and this one is mostly just talking about each of the websites that we were talking about. So the UPS, so here it talks about having the UPS has these different free options. FedEx, they've got boxes, pouches, mailers, triangular boxes. Those can be very useful, especially for posters, if you're selling a lot of posters. USPS, this is the one I use the most. So they have the free priority boxes, the express boxes, tracking labels, and they used to have tape. I don't think they have free tape anymore, but you can still order tape from them for a pretty affordable price. And DHL. So DHL is not used as much as the other three for eBay shipping. But again, you can just head to Google and look up, finding free shipping supplies, or look up manufacturers in your area or retail locations, and anywhere that you can give a call or an email to find out if they will be willing to work with you to provide you with some free shipping supplies. Again, this can save you a lot of money in the long run, so it's worth at least looking into, even if you don't end up doing it in the end. So Craigslist and the manufacturers we've covered. Now we're going to move on to things to avoid. So I wanted to reiterate to avoid purchasing your supplies at retail locations. So retail, what I mean is if you just were to get in the car or take a walk to your local store and just buy them in the store. And the reason I recommend not buying there is usually they're a higher price per item. And the reason they're a higher price is because most of the people who are buying boxes at those stores are just buying 1 or 2 boxes. They just have something they need to ship, and they rarely do any shipping, so they just run to the store and grab 1 box. But for you, somebody who's going to be shipping hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of items over your eBay career, you will want to find quality products, shipping supplies, but you're going to want a more reasonable price, and you're going to be buying in bulk. So retail locations rarely have the best price. And so you're going to want to plan ahead so that you're not in a pinch that you have to go to a retail shop. So plan ahead, order your shipping supplies ahead of time online, and you're going to find much better prices than if you had bought them at the retail locations. Also, buying supplies at the last minute. So I just mentioned, planning ahead, and that's really important when you're running your eBay business. I find that many of the mistakes that new eBayers and even some veteran eBayers make is that they wait to the last minute to get something done. And so when you do that, you typically don't have as many options, and you typically have to spend more money for the quicker options. So again, these are a couple things to avoid when you are finding your eBay supplies. Now, when it comes to free supplies, I wanted to give one tip, and that is if you opt for the free supplies, make sure that you figure out how much time it's going to take you to pick up the supplies so that you can figure out if it's worth your time. So we went through a couple Craigslist ads that looked pretty promising. But let's say you looked at a Craigslist ad and you found out they only had maybe about $10 worth of shipping supplies. So if you were to purchase those supplies, it only would cost you $10. But let's say you have to drive 1 hour to go pick up those supplies. So if you have to go drive an hour and then come back an hour, that's 2 hours of your time for $10 of supplies. So if you figure out your hourly rate, so you want to figure out how much you're making per hour. And if it takes you 2 hours to pick up $10 worth, that is only $5 an hour if you think about it. So if you will most likely earn more money if in this situation if you were to just purchase some supplies that you would ship to your house. But if you had a different situation where let's say you were to go drive 2 hours and you could pick up $100 of shipping supplies that would save you $100, then that might look more promising. That's more like $50 an hour of your time. So basically, if the way you figure it out is you just figure out how much time it's going to take you, how much money it costs, and then figure out the hourly rate. Once you have your hourly rate, then you figure out, do you make more per hour listing items, shipping items, than you do picking up shipping supplies? Again, there are so many options that you can have shipping supplies shipped to your front door, so you don't have to put in any time. And a lot of those options are free, like the USPS, UPS, DHL, and Fedex. So with all of these free options, you really have to think twice about whether or not you're going to go drive to pick up other, free boxes. You now know some of the best places to find free shipping supplies that you can use in your eBay store. Again, if you got anything out of this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel where we talk about side hustles, passive income, and entrepreneurship. Thank you again, and I will see you in the next video.